Good morning from Jonesboro, Arkansas, October 24th, 2024, 6:33 a.m. There are two dealerships I know of within 250 miles or so of my house that does the IRS used EV tax credit instantly at the point of sale. If you know of others, please let me know. Pretty much anywhere, even though I won't be that interested unless it's within 250, 300 miles of northeast Arkansas. But there's supposed to be, I think, 1,200 across the nation, which I find a little hard to believe. But anyway, one of them is Victory in Paola. If you go here, ask for Tanya Lopez. I would stick a business card of hers up right now, but I've somehow lost it. I've lost a picture of it. But anyway, just call and ask for Tanya because she seems like a really nice person. But they have now 56 used boats. And the cheapest one, $7,874 after the tax credit. Couple problems, if you consider them problems. First off, the tax credit's for 30% of the sale price. 30% of this is $3,600, not $4,000. So when you get ready to buy it, are they going to be like, whoops, it's actually $400 more than this, or are they going to eat that $400? I don't know. Ask Tanya and find out. There's another problem, if you consider it a problem. This is the cheapest one, $7,874. Look at this. Let's look at the Carfax. Right here. Every single boat they have that I looked at says reacquired by manufacturer. Now, I contacted somebody that I know that knows a lot about buying and selling cars. He said this almost certainly just means they bought it because of the battery recall. You know how they were either replacing the battery for you or they would buy it back. He says he's almost certain that's what this is. But he said, according to him, he also said that it does leave a little mark on the title or something. I don't remember what he said. But he said sometimes it could be hard to get it financed and insurance could be a problem. You take that for what it's worth. That's what one person told me. And I trust this person. I believe this person knows a whole lot. But that's for you to decide, okay? And if you're paying cash, it doesn't matter about financing. It doesn't matter about insurance because surely they'll let you put liability on it, right? But every one of these, I'm guessing they bought it from the dealer. But here's the problem. None of these, I've only found a couple. See, look, it says battery replaced. Okay, that probably means the drive battery. But it could mean 9-volt. I don't think it does. I wish they would say drive battery replaced. A couple of these cars they did. The most expensive one, which is right. Anyway, I don't know where it's at right now. But we'll find it. This one. This one actually says drive battery replaced. And besides, if you call them, Tanya could probably tell you. But when we bought one that had the drive battery replaced, I wanted proof of it. I wanted the paperwork. So Chip from Hybrid and Electric Car Sales, he sent me proof that the battery had been replaced. No, this one doesn't say it. And the reason I wanted it was because if I sell it to an individual, they're going to want proof. They're not going to just take my word for it. But anyway, there you go. $7,800 if you want one. Here's another maybe problem. I believe they just put this on everything and they don't even know it's here. And I don't think it's actually true. But it may be. Look at this. All vehicles, blah, 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 blah. Not available with blah, 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 blah. This advertised right here. This advertised price must finance with dealer lender. First off, I'm not sure they're going to loan it. They probably have a lender somewhere that will. But does this mean you can only get it for $7,800 if you finance it with their dealer lender? I hope that's not true. Because that'd just be a pain if you wanted to pay cash. And of course, you could pay it off in a month if there's no early termination fee. But still, it'd just be kind of something you have to do. But I have a feeling this isn't actually true. I have a feeling this is just something they just stick on all of them and don't even really pay attention to it. $600 administrative fee. Jeez. That seems like a lot of money to me. That just seems like a lot of money. I'm not saying I wouldn't buy from them because of that, but it seems like a lot of money. Around here, most of them charge $199 in Northeast Arkansas. But look at this. $10,200 is a whole lot more. But it's 2018 instead of 17. And it's a premium over just an LT. Plus it has 33,000 miles. 33,000 miles. This is just, I don't know if this even has heated seats or anything. I didn't look. Doesn't matter. It's the cheapest one. They also have another red one. $9,700. It's a year older. This one's the most expensive one they had, I think. I looked last night. If not, it's darn close. This one's only $500 cheaper, and it's a year older, and it's another 11,000 miles or so. That's another one for you if you want it. And I like these premiums because I love the rearview mirror. It can be a camera or just a basic mirror. This one's also a premium. Excuse me. And it's only $8,900. 68,000 miles. And a couple of these, I think 2 of them, I don't remember which ones. I looked at the Carfax of all of them. It said drive battery replaced. I guess on Carfax, it depends on how they enter it in at the shop, I guess. Here's a blue one. I really like blue. $8,800. This is also a premier. And it's got 67,000 miles. And I bet you all of these, the batteries have been replaced. But I don't know that because I know once GM bought it back, they would not release it without a new battery. Or I don't think they released any of them without a new battery. I think they destroyed them or put the battery in and sold them. If that's true, and I think it is, then that means all of these have had their battery replaced because they all fall under the buyback program, it looks like, according to the Carfax. Don't take my word for that because I really don't know what I'm talking about, and that's just the truth. Call and ask them if that's the case. If you want white, one of my brothers loves white vehicles, loves them. And I find them kind of boring, but this don't look bad. Especially with the tinted. If you're going to have white, you got to have tinted windows. I say that, but I've never tinted mine. That's because I'm afraid I'll trade it the month after I tint it, and that money will be gone, be wasted. $8,700. And, of course, premium has heated steering wheel, heated seats, leather-wrapped steering wheel. And it's got 60,000 miles. And now, let's look at hybrid and electric car sales. Now, go here. If you go here, you can look at all the boats and look at all 56 of them and see what you think. See what you need. Here's some expensive Tesla Model Ys and Model X. And when I say expensive, I don't mean high priced. I just mean, geez, that's a lot of money. But not for all of y'all. For some of y'all, that's very little money. For me, it's a lot of money. Here's what I was looking for. If you want a newer Chevy boat, hybrid and electric car sales in Franklin, Tennessee, a suburb of Nashville. And by the way, this is close to Leavenworth, Paola, Illinois. Here's a 2022. $14,000. Now this is after the tax credit, but you paying $14,399 administrative fee. Here's the problem with this one, in my opinion. It's the bare bones one. As a matter of fact, I don't think this one even has blind side monitoring. I don't think. I'm almost sure it don't. But don't quote me on that. But according to Sandy Munro, I watched a video. He said these first gen boats, he did not like them. He was not impressed. He didn't like the way they drove. He didn't like nothing. Well, he didn't say he didn't like nothing about them. He said he was not impressed by them. And he was meaning that he was talking about drive quality and handling and stuff like that. Then he said man, these are a lot nicer. He said he was actually impressed with this car. Sandy Munro, if that means anything to you, thinks these are so much nicer than the first gen. If you want something really cheap, this car right here, 2013 Chevrolet Volt, 150,000 miles. But it's only $4,900. And right here, this just popped up. If you want just a straight commuter car, and he says this car drives really, really well, 64,000 miles. Man, these cars are nice. The problem is I test drove one once. I should have drove it before I drove the BMW i3, but I drove a BMW i3, went up here and drove one, and it was so nice. Oh my gosh, it drove so nice. Then I got in this one, and I was like, man, I wish this was nicer. But I just got out of a BMW, and most people say, almost everybody says those BMW i3s are so smooth and such a nice ride. That was probably the problem. I just got something really nice and got in this. I bet if I jumped in one right now, I'd be like, hey, this drives nicer than the last one. But it's probably just because I hadn't driven a BMW. Windows are already tinted for you. But anyway, there you go. All right. Go to Victory Paola and get one of these if you want. Or go see Chip and get the one that Sandy Monroe says is a whole lot nicer and pay more money. But I'm telling you, man, $8,000 for a car with probably a new battery. This one right here, less than $9,000. And I think this one's got windows tinted. Looks like it. It may be just the way the picture is. Oh, something else I'm going to show you here. Look at this. This. Okay. Oh my gosh. Is it still there? Is it still there? Right. It's already gone. I knew it wouldn't last long. I knew it wouldn't last long. He had a 2021, first 2021 Tesla he's had that was under $25,000. You know, so you get the tax credit. So it was around $21,000. The 2021 models, long range, have 353 miles of range according to Tesla, which isn't going to happen in the real world. Tesla is known for greatly overinflating their numbers, whereas most manufacturers underinflate them. And I don't know who sets those range numbers. But anyway, 353 miles on paper is excellent. I bet you still get 310, 320 even in the real world. But it's gone. It lasted about 2 days. All right, you have a good day. Go here, call him, talk to Chip. Go here, let's see what the phone number is. The phone number is right there. Talk to Tanya Lopez. And I'm going to shut up now. Bye!